this jasmine is the best thing I could have put in the yard to call the bees. I thought they were in love with the broccoli. But anyhow, hello friends and family. Hello nesties. Welcome to Netta's Nest. My name is Netta and I live in Florida, Zone 10A. And I'm going to talk about my tomatoes. Talking Tomato Tuesday. My tomatoes are busting loose. Not ready to pick yet. Not ready to pick yet, but they're coming. Yeah, and I've had some failures. I've had some wonders. My biggest, not my biggest failure, but my biggest upset was my Keller. Is it my big rainbow? Let me show you guys. See, there's my big rainbow there. That's my one lonely tomato. Remember how beautiful and bushy this plant was? Something attacked it, and I mean it attacked it. I had to clip her back. Her leaves were huge all over, and then all of a sudden I started getting these little teeny tiny leaves. But my tomato just holding, and it's sitting in the palm of my hand. But remember, I had all this stuff that, not this stuff, but I had something that was down here. It was a swarm of something, and I put DE down. They walked through it. I found it. I smothered it in red pepper, and that's what got rid of them. But anyhow, it started the demise of my tomato bush, so I cut it back. And I'm just gonna let my friend here develop, and then he's coming out of here. I'm not gonna grow no more tomatoes in this little bit here. It's only gonna be, you know, my runners, which are sweet potatoes, and I think there's some radishes down there and a potato in there. So tomatoes, potatoes, and that's a potato bush back there growing, and it's going to flower. And there's another one. But yeah, that was my biggest upset. I don't know. Tomatoes are so full of disease. I hope you guys can see all that. It's not disease, it's just how that tomato grow, I'm assuming. I can't wait to slice it. I hope it turns red. And here's this one. You know, this one was in one of the center blocks up here. But it's giving me tomatoes. Have one here. Have a whole bunch of little, I don't know what this tomato is. There's some more. I really couldn't tell you, but I tell you what, she refused to stay in this cage. Refused. But oh, so I have some more here. So 1, 2, so 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 are growing there, plus all of those, and that's good. And then this one here started acting jinky too, and everything got all small, and I think it's, I don't know if it's like, can't be fertilizer. I'm either over fertilizing and no water, because they start off so pretty. And this is a mushroom basket, and it's finally giving me some but that's it. But and then again, I could have nematodes, because this nematode is over here, so could be either one. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna let it finish out its life here, and then that's it. We're gonna move forward regarding tomatoes. This one, little one here, is surprising me. It's making a comeback. This one is the one that was out in the cage that was looking a mess. I didn't know what was going on with it. It was curling. It was looking crazy. And I uprooted it, and it barely has. So this is a clipping from somebody. But look what it did. I put it over here, and it's living its best life. The root system is extremely poor. Stop it. I don't know what this is. This is a Cherokee purple. You know, I just have tomatoes just sporadically thrown. I had this one growing in the house. I just threw it in the yard. I don't know what that one is. I just threw it out here. See if they can survive this Florida heat this summer. If they will. But I'm just proud of this little one. And I have another, there's another little one there, another little one there. And then these came through. And remember, they were small. I think it was another one out there, and there's another one over there. So those are doing okay. It's bright out here today, y'all. So here's all my babies. You guys saw me when I up-potted a lot of these, and I put them in here, so we talked about it, but this is just in progress. This is the mushroom basket. There were 3 up. No. This is my Paul Robeson. There were 3 of them in here, and I moved one out in the cage. This is my pineapple. 3 of them in there. So those are still going in there. This is Brandywine black tomato, and this one is the big rainbow. So hopefully that'll be the replacement for that one over there. These 3 here. Hopefully this one will keep growing right here, and that'll be the champion. These are recipients of these. And that's a triple L crop. I really didn't want a lot of those because they told me those grow huge like trees. They can be 30 feet. I don't have any space for that. And this is the Kellogg's. I have high hopes for this one. These are black chocolate striped tomatoes. We'll see what happens. They're kind of, I don't know. And I finally got some germination on my another Mr. Strippy. There's somebody coming up here. So I planted all these out and on the 5th of April. And there's some germination there, some germination there. On Mr. Strippy, pink ox heart, nothing. Orange ox heart, nothing. Can't read that one. That's a purple something. And this is these are Romas. And you know we're gonna use those for canning sauces. So this is so we have them growing. This section here, and these are to follow. So we have them coming in, not all at once. And you know, this was my storage bin. It was leaking, and I took it down, put it on its side, filled it up full of soil, and I made a little hospital over here. This one right here was looking as worse as these, but they'll eventually stand up. And this is standing up, so that's good. What brand they are, I don't know. This right here started behaving like that one that I had taken out, but of course you see I have it trellised here, but we do have blooms. So we're gonna see. And if you probably noticed, I came through here the other day and I fed these sisters out. I got everybody cut up from here about 1.5 feet. I chopped back a lot of things. All the armpit buddies, if they weren't fairly established like this, the suckers, I got rid of them. So hardly anybody have new suckers. Everybody's suckers been pinched out. And I come out here in the morning and I say, I'm sorry, but you can't grow here. This is just too much because I need for you to trellis up. And as you see, this one understands the assignment. And there are blooms all in here. Now you see this? Why this got to be happening way up here? Why they got to be happening way up here? I got all kind of blooms coming through. Gorgeous. This one is, like we told you, this started from this nonsense here. Flipped over, and this is what we have. It's growing all over here. More blossoms. More here. I'm just going to let that lean over there. And so there was one right here and one right here. No more. One right here. So we pretty much have lost 3 tomatoes. I had to thin everybody out because this one wasn't getting any sun. And now it is. It's doing fine. I have this one right here. Had to put that on a stick. But it starts here. It flips over. Then goes back up. And then it's also trailing back over there toward the rose bush. and it has some blossoms on it right here. And that is a hillbilly tomato. That's a hillbilly tomato. That big rainbow beat the dust. We don't know what this one is. And then this one is from the store. And as you see, it has an advantage. It's growing tomatoes, but it started this nonsense. I don't know what's causing this leaf curl. I don't know what's causing the leaf curl, but there's tomatoes up in there. There's one there. There's one. There's 3 of them in there. There's 4 of them in there. There's 4 of them in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I keep forgetting what it's called. Jetstar. I don't flip the camera back around on me. Jetstar. That's the one. That tomato I bought for $1.97. And this one, we have some blossoms on it. Let's see what it does. Right here. I can only imagine. And then I have 2 in the center here. And then I have this big one here. I got everybody on the trellis winding around, going up to the sky. And this is some type of Roma. It's full of tomatoes. Hey, what? You can't do nothing with that woodpecker. So that one's that. And then I have this one that's coming way over here. But it's nice and has a nice healthy stem, and it has blossoms. So this is my tomato cage, and I'm content. My onions are questionable, and my garlic, but I'm content. I'm glad that there's good airflow. I keep coming back here, taking the suckers out. I keep saying no, sorry, no more armpit buddies. I'm trying to get me some production before the heat starts, and we'll go from there. Now this pink ox heart, I clipped this back, and it's doing much better. Here's my sucker dish. I put most of those in there, and that's a variety of tomatoes from the garden. When I look at this here, I'm gonna end up cutting this one down. If this doesn't give me any tomatoes by the summertime, it has to come out, because I nipped it right here. Nothing was that tall, and then look at this. And it keeps giving me shoots after shoot after shoot, and this is what the shoots do. They fizz out and die. So if it doesn't give me anything, there's some more shoots, I'm gonna take it out. I mean, it's just growing wild, like a Florida wild tomato. What they call those, Everglades? It's all around here. Yeah, I'm gonna take it out. I'm not gonna deal with it much longer. Put some more tops down there. I just call those when they're in rehab. So these were those gold nuggets that I put down there a while ago, and they were just there just to get them out of my hands. And look at them. They're growing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all determinate. And then I had, did I have another one over here? No. Then I have this one here, which is growing nice and strong and healthy. And it has a blossom in there. I can't see it from here, but I know it's over there by my hand. And then I have this little one that's decided, oh, I'm going to take care of myself. And that's just what it's doing. And then it's this one, and that black crumb. I cut the leaves from the bottom of it, and it decided that, oh, I'm going to grow. So that's what it's doing. My Mr. Strippies was stricken with disease. and I had to cut it damn near bald. Just making a comeback from the store. And then this one's doing well, has blossoms on it. And I threw that in there yesterday, put it on its side. It's growing from like here to there. I said, if you stand up, you're good. I put a little cherry tomato here, black cherry, black beauty, black sweet, or whoever it is. Maybe it'll do something and it'll have this to vine on. This is the gold nugget, and it has nice clusters. This is determinate. So that's one cluster, that's one. Look at one there, there's another one, and there's a cluster down there, and those are gonna be good. I put another little one over here to see what it does. Also, some of the little ones I had, I put them back there in Nematode Alley. See what happens. These are these two little ones right here. Your leaf is completely closed, so that lets me know somebody's living in you. Let's see who has taken out residence here. I don't know, and I don't care. I'm not dealing with the worms this year. I don't want to fight with them. Okay, that's that. And this is this. I gave them some fertilizer. I gave them some dirt. I'm going to see how they're going to shine. Oh, I forgot to talk about my cherry. I forgot I had a barberries cherry to talk about on my berry tails, but it's over here and it's blooming. It was blooming. A lot of leaves fell off of it, and then some new ones. Yeah, there's a cherry. It's blooming. Okay, and this is my mushroom basket. Sorry about that, I got off topic. I saw a worm propelling from my mango tree, trying to get in my mushroom basket. I caught him and relocated him. I'm like, oh, no, you're not taking up residence in my mushroom basket. I can't wait for it to give me some tomatoes. I have cut out the majority of the suckers. I said, sorry, no hitchhikers. But there's a blossom there finally. Maybe we'll get a tomato. Couple right there. And overall, it's been pretty healthy. It's been pretty healthy. And it is growing like crazy. I check them every day to make sure nobody's living on them. Alrighty, and then we have this one here. These were all in one pot together. This one, probably went out there in a cage. This is the most recently transferred one, but it has the most blossoms on it. It likes this little sandy soil over here. So that's where I'm gonna let it stay. You guys will learn about this later. I've turned this into a flower bed. There is 3 tomatoes in this green stalk. There's one here, there's one there, and there's a cherry one over here, which has cherry tomatoes on it. This one has something growing on it. Trying to block the sun. Sorry if I'm blinding y'all. So this one here has some blossoms on it. This little cherry here, gave it some fertilizer, and it's like they say cherry tomatoes are what's the thing to grow in Florida, but I'm growing me some big tomatoes. I want some. Now, I don't know what this is, but it's growing. And this is my recent addition right here. I don't think no tomatoes over here, but darn it, I forgot about I got another melon growing. I came here and dug up the ground because I want to see what will grow over here. I don't know. Put fertilizer down here. I know one thing, it's sandy. So that is my Paul Robeson. I know this is some type of small cherry tomato, and so I put 3 out here to see what happens. We'll learn together. Okay, I think this is my other mushroom basket. This one is growing so well. Cut out all the suckers, no hitchhikers, but we have 1, 2, 3 tomatoes right there. Have some blooms over here. This is my citrus. It's doing fine. And then I have this one. This is that one I got from the store. Another $1 and some change one. I have some blossoms over here, and it's doing well. It's doing very well. Its twin is over here, but I'm glad about the tomatoes on here. Let me see what this is called. These were Park Whoppers Improved. This is a hybrid. So I thought these were determinate, but they're hybrids. Is it a determinate? This is indeterminate. Oh, shucks, I thought it was determinate. Oh, okay, it's an indeterminate. Because I'm like, if it's the determinate, I wasn't pinching off the suckers. So I'm going to start pinching your suckers. But it's growing just fine. It's nice and healthy. And this is the one that was back in the corner over there by the crepe myrtle. This one's been on the block for a long time, and it has clusters of tomatoes. I mean, since it's been moved to this spot right here, it has not only gotten fuller, it is growing. I was wrapping it around the tomato cage, and now it is outgrowing the tomato cage completely. But has tomatoes all in there, blossoms in there. It's been friends with this citronella, which is why I think it's doing so well. I'm a firm believer that citronella is really helping these tomatoes outdo the pest problems. And while I found there's no citronella, the plant looks bad. And I do have some citronella growing over there in the cage. But I do have lots of tomatoes growing. So most of my tomatoes are on this side of the yard. I do have several. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I probably got about 30 tomato plants growing. That's what I want. Between my tomato plants and my peppers. But let me just throw a bonus in. Y'all see this bonus? This is my grapefruit. Y'all see this bonus? Look at this. Look at my grapefruit. And my oranges. Since I gave you a bonus with the other ones. Uh-oh, Mr. Wasp don't want me over here. Okay, and that's my orange. But tomatoes are growing. That's going to be a big tomato. Tomatoes are growing crazy. So I got tomatoes, tomatoes, potatoes. Look at this potato growing outside a hole here. These are potatoes that are growing like mad. That is a sunflower. We got potato, sunflower, marigold, and more potatoes. This is the oldest one. This is one that was dug up and thrown in here, harvested and thrown in here. And I have more potatoes over there. So, and I'm only throwing this on Talk It Up Tomato Tuesday because these are nightshades. Potatoes, tomatoes, and then here are my eggplants. I've harvested 2 eggplants. I have them in the freezer. This one, it was needing some water. I gave it some water. So several eggplants on here growing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I saw a big beauty over here growing. Yeah, it's back over there in the corner. So everybody's doing well. So my tomato saga, the war on the I don't even want to talk about this mess here. So okay guys, that is what's going on with the tomatoes. There are so many tomatoes out here growing. I'm so proud of them. I have the rest of April. I have May and June is pushing it. Whatever they're going to do by June is basically going to be it, because once June hits, the weather is going to be absolutely sweltering hot. And from my understanding, from listening to other YouTubers and doing a little bit of research, 90 degrees and higher, tomatoes become sterile. You will get blossoms, but they will not be fertile and they will not be productive. Cherry tomatoes will be productive. You can get a little bit of cherry tomatoes, but anything over 90 degrees is too much for them, and it puts them in some type of dormant state, and they do not reproduce. You will get green, but you will not get any fruit. And I learned that last year when I planted so late and I didn't understand what was going on. So from June, July, and the beginning of August, and because August is one of our hottest times of the year, those plants will be dormant. They'll be there, they'll grow, they'll blossom, but you won't get any fruit. So those 3 months for the summertime, they'll be dormant, and that's when I'm going to take advantage of them just growing and trying to keep them healthy and disease free and bug free, which is going to be a battle. And then September, be ready, baby, because they are going to boom. The ones that are already established going to have beautiful blossoms because the temperature is going to be slowly dropping. As soon as that temperature hit below 91 degrees on a daily basis, tomatoes are going to just be busting loose everywhere. And I found that out. Tomatoes are going to bust loose, and cucumbers are going to bust loose. The cucumbers didn't like that heat last year either. I could not get a cucumber. Hell, I can't even barely get them to grow now. So tomatoes, I'm trying to get what I can now, and they're coming. So I'm going to get a nice for me, because I love tomatoes, and some slicing tomatoes. But after that heat in September, this whole yard is going to be laid out. I'm saying laid to the laid, and I am so ready for it. So anyhow, guys, I have all my tomatoes growing. My garden is coming along remarkably well. All right, what's eating you? I didn't even know stuff eat the berries. Anyhow, it's coming along well. Everything is beautiful. My tomatoes, this beauty here is just a gem here. I would say 90% of my tomatoes are from seed. Some are from cuttings. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are from the store. So I think that's a win-win for me. I don't know what more to say. That I'm appreciative I'm appreciative that I'm growing. I'm appreciative that I was eased into being less afraid of worms and insects and bugs and frogs. I'm appreciative that my thumb, as they say, I have a green thumb even though I have a black glove on. I had no idea I would be able to grow like this. I had no idea that I would be in a community like I'm in with all these folks that are growing stuff and we're learning from them. I'm excited and overall humble and grateful. Yeah, pretty much. So with that, I want to say thank you for allowing me into your home. Thank you for coming into my home. Thank you for listening to me just go on and on about my tomatoes that I'm so proud of, and a couple other of my nightshades that are growing. And I look forward to a bumper crop this year. And I look forward to having plenty of tomatoes before the heat kicks in. So you guys just hang tight. Oh, we got a visitor. You know, he just left. Just hang tight, hold on tight, and boy, we are gonna have some fun with some tomatoes. Thanks again. Come again. Bye-bye.